Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough, little mad trip with the boys. We celebrate.
G'day guys and welcome back to another episode of the Jamo and Dylan Show. Today is episode 218 and we are back together.
We're back, mate. It's been a while.
It has been. We have gone through it the last few weeks, Dylan.
Brother, what a
we've done?
Of time.
We've experienced life.
Yeah, 100%.
We've done a lot of things. We've been travelling.
Up and down, bro.
We
It's
got
been
sick.
crazy.
Yeah, ebbs and flows.
100% it does.
Ups and downs, mate. So,
Unbelievable.
no, it's been good. It's been great. We'll tell you all about it today.
Start from the beginning, won't we?
We will. So, is Bali where it starts?
Bali's where we'll start from. Because
Yeah.
the last step before Bali was Emo Majok.
And just quickly,
to Bali.
thank you for bearing with us. Obviously, it's been a different couple of weeks for the podcast.
It
but
has.
We're back.
We're back now.
We're back,
The
and we're
consistency's
excited.
back. No worries at all.
It is. So Bali. So 10 of us off to Bali. Beautiful times. It starts at the airport.
Meet up at midday
Meet up at midday.
on the 31st of January.
Yep. It was like spirits were high. All the boys were ready.
Energy was wild.
It was like Levers 2.0.
It was.
Schoolies, for those who don't know what that means. So energies were high and we ran into a roadblock pretty early, to be honest.
We did. So we're in the airport, we've gone through customs and everything.
How funny, just quickly, was the wave in the airport.
Oh, unbelievable.
So
bro.
we were sitting down and we had a bit of time to kill before we got on our flight.
Yep.
Now, we ordered they were like chicken strips and chips.
Yep.
They were so good, man.
I ordered a burger, which wasn't any good.
Yeah.
And then we were having a couple drinks and we were doing the rooms as well. So
Yeah,
we had a spinny wheel.
and there was good rooms and bad rooms, so we thought.
Yes.
But in the end, for example, I was the one that came up with the idea of the wheel. I was 9th or 10th pick.
Yeah.
So burnt me in the bum.
And I was like pick 6, but I still ended up with a double bed because
Yeah.
a few of the other lads picked a better room with what they thought would be a comfy single bed.
Yep.
And we'll elaborate on that later. Turns out the beds would just blow up mattresses. Anyway, so we're in the airport. We're all sitting around a table. I pull out the handy cam. Get Jamo in it, get Dill Buckley in it, just getting some memories for the lads. Turn
And
to
I
Rambo.
think like Dylan and I looked quite good, I'd
Yeah.
like to say.
Just happy vibes. Everyone was
Exactly.
glowing. It looked
Yeah.
good. I turn to Rambo. He's next to me. He looks at the camera. The head
And
tilts.
just quickly, Rambo is Brandon Lear.
Yes.
For those.
And he just gives the only way to say it is a gay wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the only, it was just one of the gayest waves I've ever seen in my entire life.
Maybe I can even insert the clip.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I love the dad
boys. Say hi, Rambo. That was kind of gay.
Bro, he's done it multiple times, bro. He's done that wave multiple times. I don't understand. I've never received that wave from you as well. We're not friends.
Our reaction was instant.
Yeah.
We were like, oh my God,
I
that's
turned
incredible.
to you and I was like, that was a bit, and you were already laughing and it
Yeah.
was done.
And then that, like the whole trip, I remember I just wanted that clip from you
Yeah.
because I remember that moment as the Kickstarter of the trip. Like,
Exactly.
it was just such a funny moment. I wish you guys can see it, and I guess we probably can show you.
Yep.
But yeah, he did the wave, and then the instant regret that came from his. At first, it was funny,
Then
and
it
then he was
dropped,
like,
'cause he
"Oh
knew.
no,
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love that." And we got lots of other clips from him from that trip, which we'll delve into soon.
We hop on the plane.
Hop on the plane, excitement's high. All the boys are sitting together. We're about to take off.
He's pulling up. The wheels are like centimeters off the ground and a jolt happens. It feels like when a car stalls. That's
Yeah.
what it felt like to me.
We were on the runway about to head off.
We hear a jolt and then the plane comes back down and everyone looks at each other thinking, oh no.
Yeah, what's happened here?
Then the pilot, over the PA system goes, look, we've had a little mechanical issue light come up. We're going to go back to the boarding gate and let the mechanics look it over.
So we're thinking, fuck, we're delayed. We're going to get to Bali later. It was an afternoon
It was
flight.
about 2 o'clock.
So we were probably looking to get to Bali around 5:30ish.
Yes. We were in the plane for about an hour and he just kept telling us there's no updates. Border security weren't letting us off the plane.
So hot that
It was
day
hot. It was like 40 degree, one of them Perth days.
Yep. So things are going bad for us. We're thinking the worst. Are we going to have to come back tomorrow? That was a nightmare because we were so excited. You and Zach were only going for the 4 days. So you were almost thinking, is it even worth it going for 3?
If we had to come back the next day. Anyway, we disembark and then we're back in the terminal.
Yeah, and we weren't given much information. It was just, we'll let you know over the loudspeaker when something changes.
And I think we were in there for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
I want to say till around 4 or 5 o'clock. Hop back on the plane.
Got some news. When did we actually leave? Was it like a 5:40?
I want to say around that time. Yeah.
So a few hours delayed. Obviously, get to Bali a few hours later.
We got to Bali. I want to say it felt like it was around the 9:30, 10-ish.
A bit of a wait in the airport. We were standing in lines for a bit.
We were in line for a long time at the little immigration because it was swap over.
Yeah.
And the lads were just taking forever.
Most definitely.
And then we had a big line through the little declaration area. We finally got through.
We booked a minibus.
Yeah. Zach actually, that was good from him, and that ignited the trip. So we all hopped on the bus, 10 lads, taking photos, music was on, and the energy was really high from that point on.
It was. We get to our villa and we were in awe.
The villa was in a quiet area in Canggu.
Yep.
Down a dodgy alleyway, and then you turn a corner and it's just paradise.
You've got beautiful rice fields.
We couldn't believe it.
You've got a great pool. We had a pool table. It was a spacious villa. There was 10 of us boys there.
I didn't feel cramped,
We
honestly.
still felt like we had room. It was incredible.
And our room was me, Jamo, and Rambo.
Yeah.
Up top.
And on paper, the worst room.
Yeah.
However, I was very happy to have stayed with you two, and it was a very cozy environment.
Yeah, we were all, because like I guess hygiene, we were all similar, like clean, no one was messy. We were at the end of the house upstairs, so we didn't have a lot of traffic coming through our room, so like we could just chill there for 5 minutes and
shout
take
out
a breath.
to the air conditioning too. That
elite.
Oh my god, bro, that was so good.
And you know, every room either opened up onto the pool or you could look out through the window, so that was nice. Wake up in the morning, open the window, say
Bro,
hi
you
to
could
the
jump
lads.
out from our balcony into the pool.
A few people did jump out off the little balcony. But anyway, that night, obviously, we got to the villa at about midnight. We went to the little shop, got some snacks. A few of the lads got some late night food. Couple little
We didn't do
beers
anything
and
that
stuff,
first
and
night,
then
did
we hung out at the villa, swam in the pool,
Yeah.
and then went to bed. Went to bed like 2 a.m. maybe.
Just quickly, I really liked the common area, which was like your kitchen. Then you've got like the lounge.
Yeah.
Sorry. The lounge room was like my favorite spot.
That was beautiful.
That's where we all got to hang out.
And it was like open living because the doors were like floor to ceiling doors / windows. So when they're open, it's like very easy to go in and out of the house, and the communal area is big. Like lads are playing pool, lads are on the couch, some are at the table, but you're all together.
Yeah.
So just like the community aspect of it was sick.
elite.
We're just with all the boys. It was really nice.
So Thursday we wake up. Dill's got a little journal here. Of some stuff
I
he
did
wrote
my
down.
best to try and journal each day
Yeah.
once I got home. There are a few things in here that I won't repeat.
Yes.
Just hilarious stuff that memories forever.
Yeah. Inside joke.
Inside, very. And so I've got day 2, the Thursday. We wake up and we went to Penny Lane. Because you've been there before. Really nice place.
Yeah. We went
Food
there a
was
couple
elite.
of times.
Good servings, nice drinks. You know, tropical boys are on the juices, the coffees. It was just elite.
Penny Lane that morning, you've got a clip of us just around the table, and that was electric vibes too, because it was setting the tone for the rest of the trip.
And then after Penny Lane, we walked around a bit. A few of the lads were shopping, a little bit of sunglasses, some NBA jerseys, and then back to the villa. Then we're at the villa. We're all chilling, swimming, you know, pools playing, beer pong.
Yeah.
And then we all go to Mississippi's
Yes.
for happy hour. And this was the first time it happened on the trip, and it kept happening. So all the lads, right, are catching scooters with Gojek, and you're either like riding with your mate next to you, or they're behind you, or you know, every couple of minutes one of the lads pulls up on the scooter.
Yeah.
I loved that aspect. Oh, the whole trip. Just that was one of my favorite things, bro. Like when you roll up to the restaurant or the beach club we were at,
We're at a bikie game,
bro, and like you
we're
see
on
all the
back of-
boys roll up. I loved it so much, man.
We're just on the back of like a grown man's
Yeah.
bike, but like it felt cool.
And then we're at happy hour. They kind of messed us around a little bit with one of the
Yeah,
drinks.
it was a miscommunication. They had happy hour. We bought loads of
Yeah.
drinks, but they were almost giving us one instead of two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, so the vibes were getting high, like we were having the frozen cocktails. And then we walked to Potato Head.
Was this our first night?
Yeah, the Thursday.
Bro, it feels like the third night.
Yeah,
You know what
bro.
I mean?
So then we went to Potato Head.
Yeah.
Beautiful at sunset. And then the boys are all getting on the beers and stuff there. We met a nice English and French couple
Yes.
that were, they were great to
They
talk
were
to.
lovely. Amazing to talk to.
Yeah,
Like,
adventurers, bro. They've been everywhere.
and we were also, I wouldn't say we were drunk yet.
No, we were
But
tipsy.
you know, you're on that level.
Yeah,
So
bro.
conversation was flowing. That was great. Amazing couple. And I wish we get to bump into them again one day.
And then we leave Potato Head to Da Maria, the Italian restaurant. And this was like the elite moment. Again, all the boys on the scooters.
And I tell you what, on that night, because I told the boys, like, it's a nice place, it's a nice restaurant, everyone dressed pretty good.
Yeah, we were dressed good, but we were all pretty drunk by
Yes,
the time we were there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we all come to Da Maria, and I just love it. Like, you see all the lads walking in, sit down at the table.
The long table.
So good, bro. So, yeah, we had some nice food there,
Yep.
nice drinks.
I had
I
a
really
beef-
liked that restaurant.
Beef ragu pappardelle.
Yeah, I had the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all like had our food, paid the bill, and then we all went back to the villa,
Yep.
and then it was split into 5. I think you went for a massage,
Yep.
and then it was me and Andrew, Rambo, Jared Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to Mexicola, but
Yes,
in Canggu.
yes.
So we went there. We walked into Mexicola and straight away it was elite. So then we messaged the lads and we were like, boys, you just have to come here. Like, the energy's insane right now.
And for those who haven't been to Bali for a while, this is not the Seminyak one. It's the new one in Canggu.
And even the Seminyak one is a good night out.
Yeah.
But this one, so we were in there for maybe 20 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
having a drink, walking around. We were pretty happy.
You said that it was good, and then that was.
And then
that was
like
enough.
I'm like where we began like sort of dancing in the sort of middle of the area.
Yeah.
And then like I see in the door, like I just see all your faces coming
Yeah.
through and I was like, oh bro,
Yeah.
like everyone was just bouncing through, big smiles. It was unbelievable. And we had such an elite night.
That was a great night.
It was
a lot
such
of
a good
photos
night.
from that night. Dill Buckley brought like. It wasn't
Yeah.
shitty. Like, it wasn't the best quality, but it was just a perfect camera for a lad's
It
trip.
was just perfect.
And we've got lots of photos and stuff from that, which we'll have forever, which was amazing. That was a very fun night.
Yeah, I loved that night. All the lads were just high energy. We were all dancing, having fun, drinking, like smoking. It was just perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Really, it was. I loved that night. And then we, we went home at about 2 a.m.
Yeah.
All scooted back. I loved scootering back home after the nights out too.
Yep. Well, because it was just a sense of calm.
Yeah, bro.
like-
just like the Bali air, and
Yeah.
you're just going through, and you're just thinking,
Oh, because
I'm
you're
on
hot
holiday.
and sweaty too. But when you're on the back of the bike, it's refreshing.
It's elite, bro. It's so much fun. Then we wake up day 3,
Mm-hmm.
and this was like the reserved big day for the lads.
Yeah.
Because we're at Finn's,
Yeah.
and we all knew it was going to be a massive day. We
We
were
went
all pretty
out as well.
hungover.
We put a lot of money into it because we wanted it
did.
to be the staple, like
And
the big day of the trip.
Everyone was pretty dusty in the morning. You
Yeah.
know, tired, hungover. Not feeling great, like I was overheating.
Yeah.
Frank looked at me and was like, bro, you don't look good. And I thought I was sick that day, but I was
Yeah.
like, nah. We had breakfast at a place near us that wasn't the best.
Oh, that was bad.
It was like an hour difference in some of the food coming out, and yeah, it wasn't great.
It was just, like it was just out of convenience. It was so close to us and it looked semi-okay,
Yeah.
but it was shite.
Then we go back to the villa, get ready, and off we go to Finn's.
Yes. Now, what time did we get there? About 2:30?
I want to say around 2, yeah.
And then we were there until midnight.
Yeah, we booked a platform. We spent a lot of money on it. We ordered over 200 drinks between the 10 of us.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Like
It is. We have.
it was over
receipts.
100 sex on the beaches, I think, of that
And
that cocktail.
Look, it's not even a bragging thing because I hate when people
no, it
brag
was
about.
stupid. We admitted it was
brag-
dumb. We just couldn't believe the
Yeah.
amount of we ordered.
We had to drink our tab though.
Yeah.
Because we paid for a certain amount and we had to get there.
And we got there in the end, and I just can't believe we did.
We did. It was 100 sex on the beach cocktails.
Yep, there was like 30 pina coladas. It was just unbelievable.
There was shots. There was a couple of packs of smokes I saw.
Mate, Finn's is a great place, a lot of fun, but the pool, I just can't believe what they allow. You're like smoking cigarettes in the pool, and then you just put them out in the pool.
Yeah.
You're smoking cigars. The lads will pass around cigars. No one cared. You bring your drinks to the pool. You're going up and down all night. Like, it's just insane.
Could be up there with one of the dirtiest pools on the planet.
Oh, 100%. And some crazy things happen in that pool. You know, there was a bloke who got thrown out. The guards were giving it to him. That was insane.
God, he got beaten by the guards.
He got flogged.
What happened? He was splashing people in the water. He was told by the lifeguards to stop.
Yep.
He did not stop. He laughed at them. They pulled him out of the pool. There was 10 people there. They punched him in the face. They kicked him in the face and threw him out.
Read this, bro. Rambo had a good day, you know, got with some girls. Good for him.
He did. Also,
He got with it, though. It was a mad pull from him. He did make out with a very attractive MILF,
Yep.
and I really rated him for that.
And then he almost went home with a girl from London.
Yeah. And then all the lads, like, as the night went on, we all kind of got home at different times.
Yeah.
We both got a pizza. I think it was that night you met me. I was there, and then you came in. We got some pizza, went home, which was nice. We had a nice pizza spot near us.
Shout out to this pizza place.
It was good.
Noge.
Yeah.
Noge.
Noge? I don't know.
That pizza
They had
place
nice
was
pizza,
so
bro.
good.
Yeah.
And how many did we have as a group? 50?
Yeah, I had a lot. I must have had 3 myself, bro,
That
honestly.
place was incredible.
But yeah, that was just Finn's. It really was an elite night. Like, it's just a crazy night. We spent our money.
Yep.
You know, we had really nice area to ourselves, and
The viewing platform was good too because we could see where everyone was. If
Yeah.
like people got lost, we could like get back up with them. So it was good. It was a good experience.
Wild night.
And
honestly.
a very like it's just such a wholesome moment when you have everyone together. You haven't had like that in years.
100%.
So,
And we're all just relaxing. Like, there's no worries because, you know, when you're away, like, the real world doesn't matter. The days of the week don't matter. And we were just having fun.
And that
bro.
feeling when it even started raining a little bit and we're up on the platform and we're looking out at the beach and we're just thinking, like, we're here.
Yep.
Everyone's here in a different country having the time of our
It was
lives.
elite, bro.
It was good fun.
And then day 4 comes around.
Yep.
So this was me and Zach's last proper day in Bali. We were really hungover.
Hurt.
Everyone was just, honestly. We went to Penny Lane again for breakfast, and half the lads didn't touch the food, you know, just nibbling.
Yeah.
I couldn't finish mine. I was drinking coffees and juices, but my food, I had a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. We weren't great. And I've actually wrote here low vibes most of the day.
Yes.
Which there was. Evan started drinking early, and he was drunk by about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we were all trying to drink, but we just couldn't. Like, I was trying to drink beers. I couldn't. I switched to Smirnoff Ices, and that helped a bit. And then, like, Evan was kind of drunk by 6. And then as the night went from 6 to 8, everyone else slowly sort of got there.
Because
Like, you came up and just had, like, a shot of you were just like, this was funny. You were, like, walking around the top, and you saw the vodka, and I saw you. You went like this to yourself. You were like,
yeah, why not?
and you just had, like, you didn't even want one, bro. And you were just like,
Yeah.
whatever. And you just had a shot of vodka and then walked off. And I was like, that's the energy right
Yeah.
now. Like, we want to be drunk, but we're dead.
Yeah.
It was funny, bro.
I came back up, I did another one, and then after the second shot, I was thinking, like, you know when your heart starts to burn?
Yeah.
And your inside's warm?
Yeah.
And you just think, okay, well, now I might want to go out. Because I was one of the key members that wanted to chill, but then I was fighting this war in my head because I knew it was your last night and Zach's last night.
I think that's why everyone was like, okay, let's just do it.
But Zach mentioned to me throughout the day, he was like, oh, we've got a pretty early flight. Like, I don't really want to be messed up when I'm going
And then
on
it
the
turned
plane.
out to be a massive night. It was crazy. Like, and I remember we went to the shop and got some Smirnoff Ices and stuff, and I bought some for you. You asked me to grab.
Yep.
We come back, and then I went for a shower, and when I came back, the energy was really high. Like, you were playing beer pong and stuff, and then I was like, okay, the boys are on.
I think when I was playing beer pong, I remember I played against Brandon and Dylan, right?
Yeah.
And I wasn't very good that night. In general, I'd say I'm a pretty good player, but I wasn't very good that night. And I went from 0 to 100 in about a 15-minute period.
It seemed like that's what happened with everyone playing.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
we were getting through games fast. That was what was happening.
And then, like, everything just switched. And then we all had vodka shots, like all 10 of us.
Yep.
Everyone started, like, drinking,
I think there was a
smoking
cheers.
again.
There was a cheers for your last night.
Yeah.
Like, it was, this is the last night we'll have together here, whatever.
And then, like, that just, you know, that just happened. Everyone started getting on it. And that night was elite. Like, obviously, none of us are, like, cigarette smokers.
Yeah.
But on the trip, it's happened just because they're so cheap, and why
Yeah.
not?
People dabbled.
And then even that night, like Jared came with me and was like, "Nah, I'm getting a pack tonight."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, Jared's on,
Yeah.
bro," and it was
And
just so funny
before
seeing all
that
the lads
trip-
smoke. Like,
And none of us, I repeat, none of us smoke in Perth.
I haven't had a cigarette in years, bro.
And we don't even really like it.
No, I was just doing it because it was cheap and it was funny. But it
Anyway.
actually made me feel better. Like, that's what, when we had the shot and then I started smoking a cigarette, I was like, nah, we're on. Let's go out.
Jared had never had one before that Bali trip.
That was funny, bro. He was loving it in the
He
end.
was.
Marlboro Golds, bro. Shout him out. And then we went to Old Man's, which was across the road from the Mexicola
Yeah.
we were at.
When
So-
we got there, it was a little bit quiet.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit skeptical. I was thinking, at first I was like, gee, it's real quiet. But then I looked at the time and I was thinking, give it another hour and it will probably
we
go
were all
off.
there. We had ended up having a table. They did 2-for-1 shots. So, we
Yeah.
were having shots, smoking a bit, lots of
Oh,
drinks.
Rambo's dancing, bro.
Oh, this was elite.
It was on this night.
Also,
So
there was a group of like 13-year-olds in there, which was unbelievable.
that was weird. They all rolled in on
The lads just
motorbikes.
rolled in smiling on mopeds.
They looked like from like an American
it was unbelievable.
like skater movie or something.
But yeah, we're all sitting at the table. It's starting to get busy. A few of the lads are up dancing. Like Frank's doing a 2-step. Frank is black, so he can dance very
Yeah,
well,
he
just
can.
naturally. And Rambo was dancing, and he just has gay tendencies. He doesn't have a lot of movement, so it's very stiff and just. And there was actually a group of gay guys across from us.
Yes.
And Rambo was fitting in with them very
He was,
well.
because when we were looking at Rambo, he was just in the foreground of that gay group of men.
Yep.
And it didn't look out of place.
Yep.
It didn't.
Yep.
Anyway, so he was doing these dance moves. We all got videos of him. It was funny. He was on another planet by this stage.
And everyone, then we all sort of moved to the main dance floor,
Yes.
and it was just crazy at that point. We were all pretty drunk again, and energy was high. And we
There was
were
a
on.
DJ called Dan Shake from the UK who was
Mm.
on, and we actually bumped into a bloke from the UK who was there with his mates,
Yeah.
right? His mates had to go home. He took them home to
And then
their...
came back,
yeah,
didn't
he
he?
came back, and then he was hanging with us for a bit, and Southampton were playing that night, and I was really drunk, but I was still well enough to buy the game on my phone and watch it.
Yeah.
So I had it in my pocket, and I'd pull it out every like 2 minutes just to check the score.
Yeah.
So there's some photos of me watching it. But yeah, that bloke we met was cool, and he was actually there to watch Dan Shake.
Yeah, he was.
We
He
didn't
knew
even
him.
know that he was on
Yep.
until we got there. So that was cool. That was good music, good vibes, good energies. Everyone's loving it. Oh my God,
Some
what a
crazy
night.
things happened. Rambo,
Yes.
Rambo. We're not going to go into it because we're going to have him on to speak through it.
Yeah, Brandon Lear will return to the show.
But I've got off to Old Man's, and we had a mad night.
Yep.
Rambo got with 3 girls and 2 lady boys.
We'll delve into that a bit more soon.
That's what I've got written down.
But he, in his fairness,
he did not know.
I'm not defending him.
I'm not sure how he didn't know, but
It was really poor judgment on his behalf, and he takes our word as gospel too much.
yes.
I'll give you a quick little teaser for this. He was talking to this person, and he came up to one of the boys and he said, "Is she hot?" One of our boys said, "Yep, most
Yeah.
beautiful girl that's walked in tonight."
And he
So
bought it.
he's gone and proceeded to make out with this person.
And then I'm pretty sure the next one, I think, was trying to drug him. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, that one was a bit more like a
6'2".
an SA vibe to it from
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
100%, bro. They wanted to take him back to a room and do some crazy things.
Because I remember I said to you, like, they just put something in his mouth. I've just watched them put something
They
in
put
his
something
mouth.
in his mouth.
He reckons it was snus, the stuff that
Yeah.
goes on your gum.
Yeah,
But yeah, it just looked a bit shady.
exactly. It did. It did.
Anyway, we'll delve more into that
With Rambo.
with Rambo.
And then, yeah, so we come back home. It was a late night. There was a
Pizzas
big
again.
scene when Rambo found out, which was hilarious.
Oh my God. Some of the best
It's an
videos.
amazing moment. And then me and Zach said bye to everyone. That was my trip done. Wake up in the morning. Everyone was asleep, obviously, because we'd
Yeah.
had 4 massive nights. And then we hopped off to the airport and back home we came.
Most definitely.
You boys had 2 more. Well, you had 4 more days.
Yes.
But the lads had 2 more.
Let me try. I'll go through my photos to see what happened for the remainder of the trip because I did forget. So this is when Rambo found out. Okay, next day we played paddle.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, I've got to get you into paddle. It was an elite day.
Yeah?
So not everyone wanted to do it. I think it was myself, Brandon, Buckley, Evan, Jared, and Dalton. No, Dalton was sick that day.
Yes, yeah.
So Dalton was the first one to fall to an illness.
Yep.
Andrew came, my bad.
Yep.
Yeah, so Dalton that night wasn't feeling great and he was laying down and he said, I probably won't come to paddle. He did want to play though.
But he just, yeah.
So we had 6 of us that went to paddle. Andrew still hasn't paid me back for that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
And we played. It was a cool setup. Good fun.
Sport?
Great sport.
Oh,
it's like,
give it a go.
Mate, I've heard a lot of people talk about it and that's why I wanted to play it because they say it's a different, you know, when you get addicted to a sport, whether it's like golf or tennis, the way the ball comes off it's good. You'll like it. It's fun. And the way you can use the walls and smack the ball
I've
into
seen
the
a
walls.
bit about the wall use,
Great fun. So this next night we went to Luigi's. So it was a Monday night. You left on Sunday, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
So this would have been everyone else's last night, I believe.
Yeah. So you can see here there is tanned.
Yep.
Like look at Maury.
Yeah, bro.
How tanned he is. And this night we went to Luigi's.
Good spot?
There's the lads. Yeah, it was a good spot. However, it was insanely hot and busy.
Yeah.
It's like quite small in the main like dance floor area, so you can fit a lot of people in there if you try. But it's yucky to like. For example, this is a video. Look at Rambo's
just
face,
sweating,
pure
bro.
sweat. Evan's loving life. I was on the other side. It was one of Grace's friend Kian's birthday.
Yep.
And then after we went to Luigi's, we ended up going to Mexicola.
Oh, you went back.
We went back. So it was a big night. And that was good fun. And then that would have been the last night with the boys, right?
Yeah. Then they would have they come
I
home
left the next day
on the Tuesday.
They had no problems going back home.
Yeah.
I was there for 2 more nights. So I went to Grace and her villa. Jared stayed for the one more to their late flight. So he was with us.
Yeah. You mentioned that. He's
villa.
just chilling.
We went and got a massage together. It was all right. It was probably the best one we had while we were there.
Yeah.
And then he went back home. And then that night we went back to Damaria, but it was on one of the party nights.
Yeah.
So the girls got an invite and that was good. It was good fun. I met this bloke who's a rapper and I was dancing with him. Turns out he knows one of my friends from back home as well.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Grace sent me a video of this bloke, actually.
Great energy.
Yeah.
He was good fun. Let me get his name up. I believe his Instagram name is like Double Rad. Is that how you'd say it?
Yeah. Okay, that's the man. Double Rad.
Shout out to him. 900 followers. He's a rapper. He's done some things. He's got some stories. But yeah, had a good night with them. I don't know.
The last little...
Yeah, and I turned a corner like halfway through the night and it just sent me on a spiral.
Yep.
So I had a big last night at Damaria. A big second last night, sorry. And then like their villa was quite nice. Oh, sorry, that's ours. Their villa was quite nice.
Yep.
Smaller, but they had less people.
Yep.
And then I woke up feeling awful.
Yeah, so this is what, a Thursday? No, you came back when I left Thursday, right?
Must have been, yeah.
Because then, so I got back on Sunday, and then now I was leaving on Thursday to go to Brisbane with Carly.
Yeah.
The Wednesday I wake up, and it's horrible, bro. I'm, going to the toilet like crazy and vomiting. And just feeling terrible. I thought I was dying. And I'm thinking, oh no, this is unbelievable. Yeah. Like, I've got sick 3 days after coming back. What do I do? Like,
delayed.
So then we were meant to fly Thursday morning. I put the flight back to Thursday night. And I really wasn't feeling good. Like, I didn't want to go. Then I wake up Thursday and I've test for COVID. So I've got Bali belly and COVID together. Yeah. And I'm just, I'm not eating, bro. There's nothing coming out anymore. I
remember you telling us that you were on the verge of death. Like, felt that bad.
It really did. And then we got on the plane Thursday night and, the flight there, bro, stomach cramps, like terrible. Go to it Friday. I thought I turned a corner. And we're in Gold Coast at this point. And I just can't do anything. I'm just
nice weather on
Gold Coast was decent, actually. Yeah, Gold Coast was good. Like, sort of cloudy, but at least a bit of sun came through and 30. Now, I guess it's not the worst place to be sick because we had a really nice view. But yeah, I just wasn't in a good way. Friday night, my brother and my sister-in-law bought us a dinner at this sort of show, this place called Dracula's.
Okay.
So it's dinner with a show. And we went and I wasn't feeling great, but I was like, we have to go. Like, it's been paid for. We go. The show was pretty decent. It's like I guess like a cabaret sort of show. Oh, they were pretty decent. I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. It was.
Did
a good
you eat
gift.
much or no? Because you.
Well, I didn't want to, but it comes with 3 courses. So I had like 1 beer and I was eating dinner. We come home and then that night was just horrific, bro.
Okay.
Was
this the worst night?
This was one of the worst night actually because I woke up at like 3 a.m. and I was like, I'm just not feeling good. Saturday, go to a doctor. He gives me antibiotics. Saturday, I don't do
Saturday
much.
would have been a mission in itself to go to the doctor.
Bro. And then I was still like, it's going to the toilet 10 times a day, just horrible. But luckily, the doctor was close. It was like a 4-minute walk.
Yeah.
Sunday, I was still feeling dodgy, but like I felt bad. Carly was still going for walks, and I was like, go walk around, like, go shopping.
You don't want to like ruin her trip.
So then we went to SeaWorld on Sunday because I was like, you know what, let's just do something. And SeaWorld was elite, that really nice place, lots to do, lots to see. Acts were pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I'm still feeling like Monday, still not feeling good. So I go back to the doctor and I'm like, look, I'm going on a cruise in a few days. What do you think I should do? And he goes, no, like, I think you'll be okay. Usually by now you should start to feel better.
It should pass through.
He gave me more antibiotics. I started those. We stayed an extra night in Gold Coast so I could heal. But then that night again, bro, sick again. And I'm just thinking, okay, I need to go to hospital. I'm never going to get better. Tuesday, feeling really down and out.
And just quickly, did the doctor say exactly what it was?
Well, no, they couldn't test because when I told them I was going on the cruise, they were like, well, it's going to take a week to get back. They were like, if you were here, we would test and see what's wrong. But when I told him that GastroStop doesn't work, he said, I'm pretty sure it's an infection that you got.
It's like a stomach infection.
So Tuesday comes along, and Tuesday was when I turned a corner.
Yeah.
So Tuesday we drove back to Brisbane, spent 2 nights there, and then we went on our cruise. Met a chemist, and she gave me these strong probiotics, started taking them, started feeling a bit better. Tuesday night was okay, and Tuesday night was when I had my first proper meal in like 5 days.
Tastes like heaven, or was it hard?
It was good. And I'd lost 5 kilos, bro, in a
that's
week.
insane.
Like, I was like not looking good, eh? Wednesday was Valentine's Day, and I felt all right, and we went to Australia Zoo.
Love heels, bro.
It does, bro. And Australia Zoo was really cool. It's a long drive, though. It was about an hour from Brisbane.
Okay.
So I was struggling a little bit just in general. But we had a really fun day, and it's a cool place. It's real, like, it's a massive zoo. And they do a lot for, like, the conservation of the animals, too. So all the enclosures are really nice, and it was good to see. The Irwins were there and did their crocodile show and all of that. So we had a good day there. Come back to Brisbane, I'm feeling better. And then Thursday comes, we get on the cruise, and that was my first good day in a week. Okay. So I got
Timed
better
well.
just in time for our cruise.
Yeah.
And overall, like, Gold Coast is a really cool place. Brisbane, I didn't really rate. I would say, I actually think Perth is probably a better place than Brisbane.
Okay.
And it's very cloudy there and muggy and sort of rainy. But Gold Coast is nice. But Brisbane, their CBD is nice, but I don't know. I just don't rate it highly. I don't think it's as good as where we live.
Fair enough.
But yeah, overall, like, we got there in the end.
Yeah. And the cruise?
The cruise was very good. So
And what was this cruise called for those who
Royal
know?
Caribbean.
Yep.
And we left from Brisbane and we went to New Caledonia. And then we went to Mystery Island in Vanuatu and then back to Brisbane.
Which island was your favourite?
Mystery Island. Proper, like, so it was nice when we got to New Caledonia because it was a break because we've been on the ship for like 2.5 days straight.
Yeah.
But it's like a French colonized island. So all the food, like the pastries and stuff, are really nice. We had a nice breakfast, which was good. And it would have been a pretty place to be, but it was cloudy and rainy.
Just a poor day, yeah.
And the weather was pretty poor the first 3 days, even on the ocean, very cloudy. And everything was closed because it was a Sunday. But like they had markets open and stuff, which were cool. So we spent some time there.
Any seasickness or anything like that?
No, we didn't have that. We bought some, but the boat's pretty good. Like, you don't really feel it. Where our room was in the middle of the ship was good. When you go to either end of the ship, you can feel it. Sometimes it gets a bit rough, but overall pretty good. Then next day,
what were the activities and stuff?
This was one of the best things. We were a bit worried. First, we were worried about, like, is it just going to be full of old people?
Yeah.
But when we got on the ship, it was good. There was lots of age groups, you know, lots of people in sort of the 18 to 25 range. So that was really good. And the activities, I would say, is like what made the ship elite. So every day, there's just like 10 things happening every hour, from like table tennis comp, volleyball comp.
You play any of that or no?
Dodgeball. We didn't do the volleyball. We did some of the like game shows with groups. Yeah, they have lots of things. Blackjack tournaments, like poker tournaments, karaoke, shows on every night.
Do they have a little casino?
Casino in level 3.
Yeah.
Which is good. Level 4 and 5 are like shopping areas. There's bars and there's a club on board.
Did you give that a go or no?
Yeah. So we went most nights. A lot of, I guess, the younger people ended up at the nightclub that opens at 12.
Was the club popping off, or was it not that busy?
A few nights, like the first and second night, it went off, and there was a silent disco one night, so that was real popular. Yeah. And then each night, the value of the cruise was elite, and all the food was really good too. So you get like breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the restaurants for free, or there's a buffet too.
Yeah.
So you can have whatever you want, like water, coffee, juices, and stuff for free. You just pay for your drinks if you want to drink. You can buy a drinks package, but we didn't get it. Yeah. 3 pools on board, so that was good. An adults only one, so there's not like crazy kids around. But most people, like on board, there was no real issues or trouble. Everyone was in good mood, and it was. I would say the value was like elite, and we had a lot of fun. You obviously start to get to know people after a few days, and you get to know the staff. And it's crazy because the staff on board, I was talking to them, and they do like a 6-month contract, right? But they just work every day for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is the payment good for stuff like that? Or?
I think so. I'm not sure how much. I didn't ask how much they get paid, but they just work on so a few of the lads were from India, right? Like our waiters, and they were like, I do 4 months work, go back to Bombay for 2 months, come back, and then we go sail to America.
Damn.
They're workaholics, bro.
So that ship travels around the world?
Yeah, I think it does Australia from, I think, November to April.
Yep.
And then it goes to America. And they do like Alaska and Miami and stuff.
How are the rooms? Are they decent?
Our room was good. We got a balcony, and I would definitely recommend that. We were surprised at how spacious it was.
Did you get scared at all being in the deep seas or not?
Only like Carly did at night, because you look out and it's just complete darkness. And when the weather was cloudy, obviously the moonlight doesn't really come through.
Like Titanic thoughts and stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And, you can't help but like talk about, what if the Titanic happens? On board, like, there were lots of shows every night, which was good. They had like a comedian one night, or sort of like a dance singy show, a hypnotist one night. So that was good. He was pretty good, actually. Had some people doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind doing that one day.
Yeah, bro.
Getting hypnotized.
It would be, he did 3 tests beforehand, and then he was like, if those sort of worked, to come up. And I would say like 15 people went up.
Yeah.
Both times, so that was pretty good to watch. But yeah, the best part, I think, was the second island we went to, Mystery Island, was just like heaven, bro. Like, we woke up,
white sand, blue water. That stuff.
When you think of like tropical paradise, bro, that's what it is. And they don't live on the island; they just come there to work when the ships come.
Right. Okay.
So you get a little boat from the ship to the island. You get there, bro, and it's just it was the first sunny day we had too.
You got some photos?
Carly's got them all on her camera.
Okay. All I've got to send some through.
Yeah, all I've got is a video. I've got a video from the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see that white water. Sorry, that light blue water, white sand.
It's just paradise, bro. We get there, and then so first we just walk around the island. You can buy coconuts if you want, have a bit of coconut milk, and there's just endless spots to chill out on the beach. And then we hired some snorkels, and the snorkel guy, he saw our water bottles, and he's like, "Oh, can I have those?" Like, we can't get them in Vanuatu, and my daughter really wants one.
What was the water bottle?
Just like a normal sort of insulated water bottle from Kmart. They're like $15. And I was like, really? Like, do you want it? And he's like, yeah, like, my daughter really wants one. And he's like, oh, and I was saying, okay, like, here, you can have it, bro. Like, it's only $15. And he was like, oh, well, I'll give you both the snorkels for free all day. And I felt guilty because the value of the snorkels was a lot more than the...
Was it?
Then, yeah, because everything was sort of expensive on the island. Like, to rent them for the whole day was like, for both, was $50.
Okay, right.
So I was like, you know what, mate, I'll give you 25 and the bottle, and you give us the snorkels.
Yeah.
And then he saw Carly's bottle. She had the same one. And he's like, oh, if you, at the end of the day, let me know if I can have that too, just because I really want one. Carly ended up giving it to him just because she wanted to. But yeah, all day just walking around the island, like a bit of snorkeling, and it was just paradise, bro. And the best bit was at the end of the day, it was about 3 o'clock. We come back to a little main area, and I see some people drinking some beers. And I was like, wait, where are these beers? Like, I can't believe it. There was some Vanuatu lads just chilling under a little cabana. They had an esky and they were selling Vanuatu beer. Yeah. And I was like, this is elite, bro. It was one of like, it's probably a top 3 to 5 beer I've ever had in my life. Wow. Just because I grabbed the beer. I'm sitting on a bench, just looking out to this tropical paradise, just having a beer. And I was like, this is just heaven, bro.
Remember back in the day we talked about atmospheric darts?
Yep.
My mate from work.
I can see it. And that was an atmospheric beer.
Same in
as
Bali,
good as it
we
gets,
had some
bro.
good ones as well. Bintangs.
Oh, man.
Overlooking the ocean.
I love stuff like that. And it just hits different.
So the Vanuatu beer, can you remember what it was called?
I think it's just called Vanuatu beer. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, hey?
Elite. And were the lads nice?
Yeah, good lads, bro. Yeah. Everyone was pretty kind. Like, all the locals were good. And that was a really good day. We loved that island. And then, then we got back on the ship. 2 more days back home. And that was good. Lots of entertainment on board.
Yeah.
Quality of food was good. And, it was really good value. It was elite.
So, well worth your money.
Yeah, definitely. We were like thinking it would be a 7 to 8, but it was like a 10, and we were both really happy with just the whole trip. And it was good because like the first part of the trip I was feeling pretty bad. Yeah. And then the second part of the trip was good because at least we could actually have fun, and it was good. This is their beer. It's called Tusker Vanuatu Premium Beer.
Oh, that's a cool case, isn't it?
It tasted great, bro, honestly.
It's elite.
But yeah. And then back to Brisbane, chill at the airport and come home.
There you go.
While I was away, mate, you had a live show.
Yeah. Before the live show, I had illness like you.
You were getting sick around sort of like the Monday, Tuesday when I was kind of just healing. Then you had some issues and messaged me and were like, nah, COVID, feeling terrible, haven't slept.
It was the last day of my Bali trip was tainted. I was really, really feeling unwell.
Yes, it happened on your last day,
And then the journey home, now that was one of the worst days of my life.
Because you got delayed, hey? Yeah.
So throughout the day, the girls are doing fun stuff, and I couldn't be involved because I was really unwell.
So you just woke up feeling dodgy?
Yeah.
Did you go to bed feeling bad?
So obviously, nah, not really. Well, that night was the night I was with Double Rad at Damaria dancing.
Yes,
I was having the time of my life, and then there was maybe 2 hours where I was on like a really big high, and then it was just straight plateau, like straight down.
Yeah.
Plummet. I woke up in the morning feeling really unwell, told Grace, and then I tried to go for a walk and get like food by myself, and I did, and then they ruined the order. They didn't do it right, and then I didn't want to eat it, and then anyway, I went back to the hotel, so to the villa, and just laying down, and I just felt sorry for myself, and then I almost couldn't wait to get back home because I felt so sick, and like everyone else around me was having so much fun. So I just wanted to get out of there, and then the girls went out for like a dinner, and they were going out for the night. So I said goodbye to them around 6:30.
And you're just feeling terrible?
Real bad, man. I had a great chat with the cleaner though. So there was a cleaner for her villa, and I got to know her. I talked to her for like an hour and a half. That was probably the moment I felt like the most at ease throughout the day.
Yeah.
I was out in the heat, and I was kind of like, my runny nose and stuff had stopped.
Yeah.
I was talking to her about her life. She has 2 kids, one completely deaf.
Ooh.
He was running around when he was 1 year old, hit his ear on the edge of a table.
That's it.
Burst his whole like eardrum.
Deaf.
Completely deaf.
That's horrible.
It like just busted his whole thing up. Anyway, so She makes not much money at all. Her eldest son is deaf. He's 30. All she wants is for him to find like a wife so she can like
But
help
not happening?
him. He said he only wants a deaf wife because no one else understands him. So that was sad.
That's fair, I guess.
He works at a restaurant, but like out the back doing like odd jobs. So he's not getting paid
Like a
much.
busboy or, yeah.
And then her youngest son lives offshore, like on an island making sand.
Okay.
So like just real poor family. So I gave her the last bit of money I had because I was leaving. Like,
Yeah,
what
what are
am I
you
going to
do with it?
Plus, I just felt sorry for her.
Yeah.
So yeah, had a good chat with her. She gave me some life lessons and stuff, just about just all these different things and how grateful like people should be and stuff. She was really lovely. Anyway, so that kind of like lifted my spirits because I had a good chat.
And then you
it was
head to the airport?
Yeah, head to the air. No, so I was about to head to the airport. I just booked my car to come pick me up,
And then
I get a text, Jetstar again, delayed flight, and it was delayed. So it was supposed to be like a 10 p.m. flight, delayed until like 1:30 in the morning.
That's not what you want, bro.
I played so much Retro Bowl, this
Yeah.
phone game that we have.
I love retro ball, bro.
So we played that. I played that. I was watching Netflix and stuff, and then
Head off.
I finally head off. I get there and I'm feeling really unwell. My sickness took a turn for the worst.
And you're just thinking, I have to. It's the worst place to be. Like, I know exactly how you feel. When I got on the plane to Brisbane, you just feel scared because
Yeah.
it's the last place where you want to be sick, like with your stomach and vomiting and with your with your bowels, and you're just like, I don't want to be trapped on there sick.
I was lucky because at first it was only just COVID. So like I knew that I was really unwell and I just wanted to get back home. And then I finally get on the plane. But I was eating okay. I was eating food at the airport because I was really hungry. And then I got on the plane. I was feeling sorry for myself.
What'd you eat at the airport? Because me and Zach, we had to pool together our money to buy one last meal with each other.
Okay, well,
We had like a chicken and rice or something.
because my flight got delayed, you get like
Like a voucher.
like a $10 voucher or something. Everything at the airport's expensive though.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's like Aussie prices.
I had beef curry puffs.
Oh, nice.
Very good actually.
nice.
But they didn't cook them for long enough, so the middle was cold. But it was good. Then I kept walking. Maybe another hour passed. I think I had a croissant. It was actually very good. Then I got a chocolate milkshake. Don't know if that was the right
mad
choice.
croissant like a couple
you?
of weeks ago. I can't remember where, but it was elite, bro.
What here? Or,
Yeah, like
or-
before the ham and cheese.
Yeah,
I think
okay.
I just remember it was so nice. Eh?
You have to remember because I love a ham and cheese croissant.
Yeah, bro.
Anyway, I get on the plane and I'm sitting down. I'm by myself. Last call for passengers, and two women come on the plane, sitting next to me and coughing.
Where are you? Window?
Actually, they weren't big women. They were just smelly and.
Were you
disgusting.
window?
I was window.
Oh,
yeah.
double trapped, bro.
Stuck. And I had a runny nose and I couldn't keep all my fluid in my head. Like it was disgusting. But they kept doing this cough, and it was like a lung cancer cough. It was like it was horrid.
Yeah.
And then I did one sneeze. This is maybe an hour into the trip. One sneeze. You better not have COVID. Like, you better stop fucking
You're thinking
coughing,
like
mate.
you're just coughing up a lung over here.
Disgusting. Anyway, an hour into the flight, they realised the row in front of them had no one. So they asked to move. They moved. Everything was
Oh,
good.
thank God.
Mate, I had my earphones in watching... Oh, there's an Australian show that came out on Netflix. It was decent.
Oh, Boy Universe?
Boy Swallows
Is it good?
Universe. Decent.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll say it.
'Cause
but
people been
for
talking
an
about
Australian
it, eh?
show, it was pretty
Okay,
good. I'd give it like a 7.
Yeah.
Like, it was a decent show. I've actually got one more episode to go. So, anyway. I'm watching that. I've got my earphones in. And this is just before the ladies moved. They started talking to me. And I don't mind chat, but like,
not with
I'm
them.
really unwell.
Yeah.
Where are you from? And she goes, yeah, I'm from Kalamunda. Going on. And I didn't be rude, but I was almost at the point of saying, just please be quiet and just stop talking to me. Because the last thing I wanted to do was talk. I get back home, bro.
And it's like 5 a.m. or
bro,
something?
it was like 5:30. Get through the airport quick, 20 minutes. Like, mum a little bit late to pick me up, so I'm sitting outside.
Sun up? Yeah.
Sun's up, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no tissues.
No sleep.
Bro, no sleep, no nothing. And stuff just started falling out of my nose. I had to use a T-shirt as a tissue, bro, for like 20 minutes till Mum came. Mum comes, picks me up. I'm in a foul mood. In the back seat, Mum's picked me up. She was a little bit late. Like, not her fault. Like,
but you're just like over it. Just done, yeah.
My ears hadn't equalised either. So,
bro, that happened to me going to Brisbane.
Yeah.
My earache was just it was stinging.
Unbearable?
It was unbearable, bro. I've never experienced anything like it before.
My ears equalised 7 days after I got home.
Damn.
And I had pain every day. Anyway, so I'm talking to Mum, thinking I'm speaking loud. She can barely hear me.
Yeah.
So that's agitating me even more because
she's saying what?
It's loud in my head, but I can't hear her properly. I just basically said, Mum, I love you. Thanks for picking me up, but let's just not talk right now because it's going to get dangerous. We get home finally. Then obviously I can't get Dad sick. He had like a surgery to get,
stay away.
so I had to stay away from him. So I came here for 10 minutes, grabbed my stuff, went to Mum's, slept for a bit, couldn't sleep properly. Then a couple of days later, as I started to get over my COVID, I got Bali belly. And this, the stomach pain, the ache.
Yeah.
I was crawled up in a ball in my bed one night. There was about maybe, let's say, a 30-hour period where I slept for maybe 1.5 hours. I felt
hell on earth, bro.
Yeah, it was awful. I only vomited once. However, the liquid, I was literally peeing out my ass.
No, yes, that's what happens, bro. I vomited like 3 times at the start and then no more vomit, but it's literally just liquid. It was just, it's so horrific. And Bali was so much fun, but because of how sick I got, I would like heavily question if I go back. Because I was just so sick, bro.
It was stinging my arsehole too.
Yeah.
And I got hemorrhoid as well.
Yeah, because you're wiping all the time and you're just stuffed.
It hurt so bad.
Oh, bro.
Even now I've got problems pooing, like, because it's just not normal.
Yep.
And I took all of the right medication and, like, we did the right things.
Yep.
You and I were very strict with what we took when we were over there.
It still didn't work. We still got stuffed.
No. Although it was delayed, we still got hit by it.
Yeah.
So, that hurt. Like, the last 2 weeks have been pretty tough illness-wise.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't change it for the trip.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then the other thing that I did was
A live
hosted
show,
an event.
bro.
So, obviously, we were both invited to do this, but you were away, traveling the world. And, did a live show alongside Dear Sunday.
Battle of the Bands. At Varsity.
They put on an event at Varsity in Morley. It was on last Saturday.
It's a good
night.
idea.
It was.
For an event.
All very talented bands, and it was a good opportunity to just get some more live experience under my belt, which was good.
Get another Dan on that belt.
Yeah, I was scared.
Yeah,
nervous,
bro, the anxiety.
Yeah.
At least you were recovering a bit by that point.
Yeah,
not
I
at your
think
peak.
the day before, it was the Friday. I still felt a bit yucky. I remember I went to watch an intra club Freo game. I went with Dill Buckley and Druzy was there.
Who was West Coast? West Coast? Oh no, you said intra club because I watched. Yeah, I watched a few last year with West Coast Adelaide and stuff.
We play West Coast tomorrow, I think, in an intra club.
Where? With Lathlane?
Lathlane, but they sold tickets for it. Crazy, paying for a pre-season
Oh, you have to
game.
pay?
Yeah, and it sold out. So I was going to go with some of the boys, but no one, like, there's
You don't
no
wanna
tickets.
pay, yeah.
Like, they were sold out, bro.
That's
I can't
crazy.
believe it. Anyway, where was I?
I'm just
Varsity.
about to,
So yeah, Dear Sunday put the event on. They've been doing really well. Congratulations to them. They're Triple J Unearthed feature artist at the moment. So they're going to
Nice.
get some good exposure from that. They were very
good for the lads, bro.
They were very happy for that. And yeah, thank you to them for inviting me along. It was a fun night, good experience. Crowd got into it in the second half, which was good. And yeah, it was a good experience, and hopefully some more of that to come. Because it was nervous, but putting myself in that environment will make it easier for
Every time,
Exactly.
exactly. Yeah.
So-
Every time you do it,
Yeah.
the next is easier. Yeah.
most definitely.
Facts,
So
bro.
yeah, shout out to Varsity. Shout out to Steele from Varsity.
Yeah, Varsity been good to
Good
us.
bloke. But
We
yeah,
love them.
let's get on to some real part of the show.
Yeah, we've got one court
Yeah,
case.
and we promised you guys that it would be a
One
longer
voice
episode
message.
today. So here
And then
we
we're
go.
seeing Lockie later.
Oh, we are.
Going to Nando's with Lockie, which would be
Yeah,
great.
We haven't seen Lockie for some time. We both live very different lives at the moment, but we'd love to see him.
Great mate.
A great mate indeed. And
Always love
Nando's,
Lockie, bro.
Your first Nando's in a very long time.
Been like
A month almost.
Yeah, no, actually, I was thinking only 2 weeks, but I'm thinking
Bro,
we were in Bali and
yeah,
I didn't have it, and
Brisbane,
then I was
Gold
sick
Coast,
and I wasn't
Bali.
eating. So yeah, I haven't had it for that long. And then, one night when I was really sick in Gold Coast, I was close to being like, I just need to go to the hospital. Like, I thought I was that bad. And I called the nurse and we were talking through it. And then like I told her that I just left Bali and come to Brisbane, and she was like, oh, well, that's like a lot of stress on your body. And then like we went through all my symptoms, and she was like, look, I don't think you should go to the hospital, but like she gave me like 5 things. She's like, if anyone changes, then you have to come straight away. And I was just like, I was thinking like, no one wants to help me, bro. Like, I'm just here dying. And I'm just thinking like, I'm never going to get better.
Oh,
I thought I had like, I'm thinking, do I have I've probably got like some degenerative disease, like
From Finn's
immune
pool.
deficiency syndrome or something, bro.
That's crazy.
I swear I'm dying.
I felt like, we talked about this before we recorded, really lonely when I was sick because
Yeah,
like,
you feel lonely.
no one wanted to be around me. Mum looked after me, which
Yeah.
was good, but she eventually got sick as well. But like, I didn't get a hug when I came back home for like over a week.
Yeah.
I felt literally like alone.
I didn't feel alone. Like my mum was taking care of me at home, but then I was I genuinely was so scared to leave home and go on the holiday, but I just couldn't not go because we'd already paid. And I just felt so like scared and alone. And Carly was great with taking care of me too, but you can't help just like, I'm just there on a couch, just like the days are blending together.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking like, what's happening to me? Like I'm withering away, bro.
Yeah.
I was saying in the car, I was like, look at me, like I'm withering away. And I've lost 5 kilos. I'm not eating, and I'm just like, it sucks.
When you said you lost 5 kilos, I was like, oh my God.
I couldn't believe it, bro.
I lost 2 kilos.
I was 5 kilos, and I was like, Carly was like, you actually look like sick. And I was like, yeah, I know, I'm dying.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm dying, Carly.
Oh, bro.
Man, what an experience. I don't know what we got in Bali.
I don't know.
Oh,
But it was
man.
fun. We had
It
fun.
was fun. It was fun. I just don't get why I kicked in late. I don't know why I got sick 3 days after.
Yeah.
That confuses me. Like, because I know the Traveland builds a barrier.
Yeah.
So was the badness still in us? And then as the Traveland went,
Yeah, the barrier broke.
I don't know, bro.
A couple of quick shout outs. First one to Cheetah Clothing.
The lad.
He's been great with us. This is the shirt here. It's a little cat putting his finger up.
Nice.
Cheeky.
My dad loves the green one. I gave it
yeah.
to him. So if you're walking around Thornley and see a dark green cheetah jersey,
Yeah.
give him a shout out.
Elite. But no, shout out to Cheetah Clothing. He's
Yeah.
been great with us over the years.
Lovely bloke, bro, honestly.
Most definitely. So go and check out them. They have some
Lovely
great
bloke.
pieces. I love their hoodies too.
Yeah.
I used to wear that shit all the time.
The blue one, I still have it.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, it's been hot forever, so.
Yeah.
But, nah, good hoodie, bro.
Yeah. And also shout out to Tiana Garben, who bought our merch. First merch drop.
Yeah, I
And
saw that
I think she's
photo.
bought every merch drop. And yeah, she was at the Battle of the Bands drumming with the original Poddy shirt
Elite,
on,
bro.
which was elite. So
Maybe we're due another merch drop.
shout out to the
Been a
Garben
while,
family.
eh?
They're all lovely people. Yeah, we probably are due another one. It's just, who cares about it? Would you guys buy it? Let us know.
And it's so much time. Oh,
Yeah.
it really is draining, merch drops.
It is.
So draining, bro.
Oh, bro, did I show you the sunburn I got?
Nah, we're in Bali.
Nah. So Bali came back with a good tan. It wasn't even, but I came back with a tan.
Yeah, good
right?
enough.
Then I said I went to that Freo intra-club game. Really hot day. Dill Buckley, Druzy, and I all got really burnt
Where was that at?
at Coburn where
Oh,
they
yeah,
train.
yeah.
And this won't do it justice, but look at, so I was sitting down like cross-legged on a bank watching the game.
Damn,
Look at
that
the
is
sock
mad.
tan.
Yeah.
So this has only
It's,
just...
bro, you get the funniest tans. Like, you had an ankle one the other day, and that's like a
What's
calf. That's crazy, bro.
And then look at the hand.
yeah, that's mad.
So I had this tan, bro, and this burn, and it's actually become a tan, but it hurts so bad.
Yep.
Showering and stuff, so difficult. I also saw recently there's been a lot of AFL teams posting YouTube videos like YouTubers would. Okay?
Really?
So like day in the life videos. Like you need to watch some, bro. It is elite. Hawthorn have done a good one. North Melbourne did a really good one. Collingwood have been getting into it as well. And they're posting like proper YouTube videos where they mic up a player and they have him walking around the club and just talking to everyone. You've seen like bits and pieces
Yeah,
of
yeah,
this in
yeah.
the past, but 20-minute videos. So the few teams that have done it, I've started to like the players more because
Yeah.
you get to see the
Get to know their
personalities.
personalities.
I reached out to Freo because they did something the other day that annoyed me.
Okay.
They put an article out and it said "A Week in the Life of Fremantle Dockers" by Nathan Schmook, and it was written out in
Schmooker.
paragraphs. Paragraph. Tens and tens of them, right? Who in their right mind is going to read through the
it's
whole
not
thing?
readable,
Like
yeah.
1% of the
Yeah.
fan base? Why can't they go in with a camera and do the same thing? There was
Yeah.
things in this article, because I read the first little bit, that would have been great on camera.
Yeah.
But what, are they too scared to show stuff on camera? Like, anyway,
I know what you mean.
I contacted the club. Any chance of some behind-the-scenes video content rather than all written? Plenty of other clubs have been doing it and it's been elite to watch. Would love to see some more content of the boys. They replied and said, keep your eye out, Jamison.
Okay.
Well, I'll keep my eye out. We'll see. I'll hold them to
See
that.
how they go, eh?
I'll hold them to that.
Come
But
on.
in the break between Who's Punching and the podcast, I'll show you one of the Hawthorn ones or something, because it makes you like the players.
Yeah, because when you see that they're like their personality, you see that it sounds silly that they are just lads. They're just
Yeah.
normal blokes, like they're human beings. And sometimes that gets lost because on the field he might be a brute and you just think he's a prick. Like he
Yeah.
doesn't, but he's probably a hell nice bloke.
Our boy LDU, he featured in the North one.
Nice,
So they had
bro.
Nick Larkey mic'd up and he was just going around like talking to all the boys. Nick Larkey's really likable too from the video. So
LDU in for a massive year, I
Bro,
hope.
he
I can
looks-
feel it, bro.
if he stays injury free,
I can feel it. I can smell a Brownlow. I really can.
bro,
We've been saying it for a long time. To me, he looks like a Brownlow medalist.
Yes.
Like the way he plays gives me like Chris Juddy vibes.
Yep.
Like how the spins, the quick hands.
Yep.
Like he's a beast, bro.
last year he came to Perth 2 times.
Two
Both
BNFs,
times-
and we caught up with him.
Both times.
Oh, we get to see him.
He got
When
best
did
on
North
ground.
come?
He polled 6 votes in 2 games. And
I wish he didn't get that injury last year. Hey, he was
Yeah, I
having
know.
troubles with the calves and
the
stuff. and
hammy, the knee, yeah. I
Was
just
he
hope
looking
he's all
fit,
good.
though?
He looks so good, bro.
Steele looks good
What a
too. Jack
fucking-
Steele looks good,
I'm
bro.
marrying both. Nah, but LDU looks solid. Excited to see him again. I'm pretty sure they play 1 game here this year, which
Yeah,
is
because
really
I'm looking
sad.
round 2. You play him
But over there,
over there.
I think they come and play West Coast.
They'd have
at
to play
some
West Coast
stage.
here, eh?
Let me have a quick look.
I'm trying to find it. Too.
I'll go. Here we go. 8th
Weird
of
thing to
June.
say.
West Coast North. So
Yeah,
we'll-
I'm just looking. It's Saturday.
and we don't play them over here, so it just looks like the 1 game. Bit disappointing. He'd probably be happy. He doesn't have to make the long trip over.
Yes.
But yeah, we'll catch up with him in June, and fingers crossed that he'll have a big year. I honestly, if North can get a few more wins and he stays injury free, top 5 Brownlow.
Oh, bro, 100%.
He is very, very.
There's no
very
way
good.
he's not capable of like 25 votes.
Yeah.
In my eyes.
And a lot of people write him off, and I don't like that. But I do
And
like.
I like him. He's my favorite type of midfielder. Is like the impactful goal scorer,
Yes.
and he's capable of that. That's
Yeah.
I love when mids can do that, bro. I think like that's like the Bont Petrarca.
I
love
I'm still
that.
unhappy about Bont like not winning a Brownlow.
Same. It actually hurts me, bro, because I think his impact is like the highest it could be
Yeah.
for a player in a way. Like
Yeah.
him and Track are similar. Like they just score goals.
Top 3
like,
impact in
I
the
just
past
love
couple
it,
of
bro.
years. He's
Kobe
been-
Green's similar. He's more of a forward, but his impact's like sometimes his stats definitely don't reflect his impact on a game.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the time, bro.
I think it's going to be a really fun year.
Yeah, a lot of good teams, a lot of good
Really
footy.
fun year. I'm excited to go to some games as well.
You got a membership?
Not yet,
No.
but I have done the past. Like it's just awkward because Europe as well. When we go there, like,
Yeah.
I'll miss a big chunk.
You miss a lot
I
of
don't really
footy.
want to pay for all
And the
of
games
it.
are all like when you're in Europe, it's weird. Like you wake up and it's done.
Yeah.
Or it'll be like a night, but it's day. It's kind of fun in a way,
Yeah,
but also weird.
we have a court case still.
We do have a court case actually. I think a bit of a long one, so let's get into it.
You're about to enter the courtroom of Jamo and Dylan. The people are real, the cases are real, and the rulings are final. This is Jamo and Dylan's courtroom.
Let's get into it, mate.
Let's go.
First court case in a while. Yo, boys, got a court case for you and need to know if I'm in the wrong. Some backstory. It was Friday night where a few of my flatmates and other friends Went out. I decided to have a night in. I hear some commotion downstairs at 1:30 in the morning. Turns out it's one of my flatmates, we'll call them Daisy, throwing up in the toilet with another one holding her hair back. I think, no biggie, just a night out taken too far. Turns out my other flatmate was on the phone to another girl who was convinced that her friend had been spiked. So now they're thinking it's a spiking issue. Some context about Daisy, the one throwing up. She'd had 5 hours of sleep in the past 3 days and only eaten one bowl of cereal. So I thought her throwing up and being pretty out of it was normal. They asked if I could drive them to the hospital as they'd all drank. So I thought if they actually have been spiked, they'd better get treated. I picked them up, but they didn't seem spiked to me. That's what he's saying.
Wait, so
I've seen them much drunker.
So is he saying that all 3 are spiked?
Apparently, that's what they think, right? Anyways, I dropped them at the hospital. 10 minutes later, they ring and ask me if I can pick them up. The hospital said there's nothing they can do. It's a police matter. And the hospital think that they're just too drunk, right?
Right.
Back in the car, both Daisy and Imogen threw up in my car and it genuinely stinks of vomit. I've tried spray, air fresheners, nothing has worked. Would I be a prick if I asked them for some money to clean it? I'd maybe be much more lenient if I thought they'd actually been spiked, but I think everything points to they hadn't. I'd love to know your thoughts. Have a good one.
How long's that message been sitting there for? A couple of weeks?
Long time, bro.
Yeah, okay.
What do you reckon? I don't know.
It's a hard one. If that smell hasn't come out of the car at all,
You need to go get a deep clean, bro. Like
he needs money for that. That's going to cost like a couple $100 probably.
yeah, to get that interior details like 180, 200, eh? I'm pretty sure, bro.
And then a deep clean's probably an extra 50, you know?
And it's hard to get that like out of like car seats. I feel like it would be difficult to get the vomit smell out of a car seat.
And then
You need that water suction thing you see on the TikTok videos.
the only moral dilemma he has here is if they were spiked, you'd feel a bit like bad about it.
Exactly.
But if it's literally just they got drunk and they vomited in your car, was there apologies? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. He didn't elaborate.
It's a hard one because I want to, like, I'm leaning towards wanting him to get the money because I
Same.
feel bad.
I mean, I guess there was no proof that they were spiked. Even the hospital turned them away. So
Yeah.
the medical professional said, you're just drunk.
Yeah.
So I'll go with them. They're professionals.
Yeah.
They know best. They know more than us. The
But
common man.
how can he bring this up to the girls?
I don't know.
Because it's probably been.
I guess it's a flatmate.
Mate, it's been over a month now.
Wait, I'll message him. I'll say, does your car still stink? 13th of Feb.
10
So about
days ago.
10 days ago, yeah.
A couple of weeks it probably happened.
Good luck, bro.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Better
I
you than
mean-
me, eh?
It's now time to dive into your deepest and darkest confessions. Let's hear what the people have to get off their chest.
All right, let's get into it.
Hey lads, hope you're both doing well. Happy New Year, and may many blessings be bestowed upon you two both. I was just thinking about a funny thing that happened to me and my cousin while we were younger. So we're at my grandmother's house, having a bit of a play, having a bit of a kick around the ball. I can't remember how old we were, but pretty young enough for this situation to happen. So we're at my grandmother's house. My cousin goes to me. Let's just call him Bob. He goes in the bathroom, does his business. It was obviously not a number one because it's in there for a little while. But do you remember that stage where he used to call out when you're sitting on the toilet, "Mom, I'm finished," and then your mum or your dad or someone would come in and wipe your bum for you or your bottom? Oh gosh, I'll never forget how my cousin called out and he goes, "I'm finished," and then someone came in and wiped him. Damn, things we did as children, eh? Gosh, I can't even remember how old we were, but it was either 5 or 6. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, lads, what do you think? Give us your thoughts. And yeah, loving the poddy. Big ups to you.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate the
Like
message.
kind
That was
words.
heartfelt.
Kind words.
Many blessings to you as well, brother.
I don't remember myself. Now, Mum can correct me, and she will if I'm wrong. But I don't remember at 6 asking them to wipe my bum for me.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
remember
pretty
that
certain
either.
that I didn't have to do
I
that.
don't have a memory at all of me yelling out for mum and dad to
I
wipe my
used
bum.
to. I remember around 5, like make someone stand outside while I was in the toilet because I was scared of the toilet.
Yeah, it falling in or something.
But I don't remember asking them to wipe my bum.
Yeah. I used to be scared. I was never scared of the toilet. I think I got stuck in the toilet once. Like my legs.
Yeah, that's rough.
I was trying to climb it or something, and my legs got stuck. Anyway, I remember I was scared of sleeping without any noise because I had like hypersensitive ears, and like outside there was always lots of animals or like noises, and I'd always just think the worst. I remember I'd have mum and dad like sit outside my room while they watch TV, which worked. Like I just needed, I needed someone, like almost a security guard.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not too different from now. And no, so on the toilet, I don't think I ever had a wiping issue, even at 5. And like you said, mum or dad can correct me if we're wrong.
I don't think I had to get them to wipe.
But yeah, I remember
3 and under, 4, but I just don't remember at 6 having to do that because I'm at school at that point at 6.
I don't remember ever yelling out for help on the toilet. I remember yelling out during nightmares and whatnot.
Yeah, 100%.
Mum, that whole thing. And that's all we have for you this week.
What an ep.
Much love.
That's one of the longest we've ever done.
Yeah.
1:13 at the moment.
Appreciate you guys.
Good to
Brandon,
catch up.
We are back on soon.
Yeah, we'll get Brandon. We'll probably get Lockie on.
Yep. I got another couple to run past you as well, which is exciting. Hopefully we can get some more on. Because, some of the guest episodes can fit in seamlessly with our show, and then some of them are a bit more interviewing.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to try lots of different things. And, like, we're still young. We're still trying to find our way in life. So the more different things we do, the better we'll get.
You never know. We get a millionaire on. He wants to take us under his wing.
Yeah.
We make millions. That's how easy it is.
Exactly. So much love to you guys. Thanks for being patient with us. We hope you enjoyed this longer episode and our catch up. Much love, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show. Make sure to subscribe to the boys on YouTube and share the podcast with a mate.